grace and the peace of God the Father and Son Jesus our Lord be with you today as I welcome you again to your morning devotion right here on the Home Based Ministries Network. This is your Your good morning to the evangelist Dexter Friday Sam Riddell. Rosa, good morning to you and to all of you guys across the various social media networks. May God be with you. We are in the book of Matthew chapter 12 going from verses 46 today. And verses 46 says that while he continued speaking with the people, a distraction came up. While he was speaking with the scribes and Pharisees in the present generation, as Matthew tells us that his mother and his brothers came and were desiring to speak with him. The word to pay attention to is desiring. So it seemed to be either with or of some urgency, seeing that it literally was his family. It may have pertained to such business also. Verse 47, Matthew then wrote that Jesus was directly informed of the desire of his family while he was still engaged with the people, which needs to be pointed out, and which was pointed out from verses 46, which said, while he yet talked to the people. Verse 48, Jesus then, after being directly informed, responded by two questions. Who is my mother, and who are my brethren? That response may of course disturb, especially to the one who was identified as the messenger along with the crowd, who may not have anticipated his response in that way, seeing it questioned the validity of his family whilst he was engaged in his conversation or in his ministering. Verse 49, Jesus then stretched forth his hands towards his disciples, not the crowd, but a specific group, those who literally followed him, saying they were his mother and my brethren, meaning these are his family, putting them in a position of high regard, which would have lifted them just by its gesture, pointing out the seriousness of ministry and the following of Jesus and its importance of the things which you attend to and what you choose to allow to distract you in ministry and while ministering. Seeing if Jesus did not allow the distraction of his family to cause any disruption in his flow, even putting that in check when you are before God's people in any capacity, seeing they have presented themselves, seeing that they themselves also presented themselves also, it is a serious undertaking. Consider anything outside of that as an unnecessary distraction. That's the plain truth. Verse 50, Jesus then concluded his response by saying that the qualification for aligning to the bonds of his family is to practically do the will of his Father which is in heaven, and which is to believe in and follow the Son. Once you do that, foregoing distractions, your position will be recognized and your desire will be met for whatever reason you sought to address. Many times persons do not understand, even some in ministry, the reality of the high value and responsibility of ministering to the church, neither the level of accountability placed upon those who have been called according to that purpose. First, to begin and to put straightly, the accountability is to God, the Father, and there must be no distractions. Neither family, mother, brother, sister, wife or husband, nor children, or any other person, situation or thing. To briefly sum up, the matter can be placed in any regard above the responsibility of your ministering. It's just what it is. You are required by God, and that's the entirety of the matter. Every distraction has a consequence, whether good or bad. That will be determined. Distractions are occurrences unaccompanied by warning, to which even when they pass, you still remain accountable. Distractions take the opportunity to make you responsible for your decision to entertain them. It cannot be blamed, and it accepts no blame. Distraction, it doesn't. Distractions are always there, always present, attempting to get into the flow of things. It's like a drug affecting the natural operation of the body. If you cannot manage distractions, you will be unskilled at life itself, no matter what or who the distractions are. Today, don't allow clearly distracting influences and persons a breath in your flow. Manage them wisely. Maintain a smooth flow. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and thank Jesus Christ, our risen King, all day long. This is Pastor Solomon De La Rosa in God's grace.